All right. Welcome back, everybody. I just want to give a warning to all the new Bitcoin investors that have started to come into the space since we surpassed 10K. I just want to show you this clip because this is a clip. I'm only going to play about 40 seconds of it, but this is a piece of a clip from the mainstream media that went out to their audience of millions yesterday. Millions of people saw this. And let me just preface that this isn't a bad clip. This is a bullish clip. I like this clip. This just shows you how early we are in the space right now. You know what? You be the judge. In this clip, CNBC analyst, financial expert, this person had his light bulb moment regarding Bitcoin. Watch him in real time realize the value, the true value of what Bitcoin could potentially be. In this clip, he notices that, hey, first off, Bitcoin's not a 4K anymore. Bitcoin's a 12K. The price is up. So if he wanted to buy a plane ticket right now with Bitcoin, it would cost him less Bitcoin. Now, Richard Branson, smart man, he gets it. Chamath Palihapitiya, we've mentioned him before on the channel. Incredibly smart man, he gets it. But in this video, watch this analyst discover in full time to them. Watch him realize that the security and the value of a decentralized public ledger like Bitcoin is inherently more valuable than any government-backed anything. And then watch Chamath tell him that yes, that's what he's been trying to explain for the last 5 years on CNBC. You know what? You watch it, you be the judge. And while make no mistake about it, this is an incredibly bullish clip, but if you're new in the space, just be warned. This is a cautionary tale. Check this out.
Can I use Bitcoin to buy my, my ticket?
Yes, you can.
Yep. To go up?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I don't need quite as many now at 12. I didn't look at it just now, but were you surprised at the speed?
You need 20 of them.
Look, yeah, were you surprised?
How many times?
But from 4,000 to, well, I recently became more in tune with how it works. So I was actually down at about 9,000 when I realized that distributed ledgers probably imbue more inherent value on something than a government.
We've had this conversation for 5 or 6 years.
I didn't listen to you back then.
I'll say the same thing I said 6 years ago when it was at $80 a coin, which is it is the single best hedge against the traditional financial infrastructure. Whether you support fiscal and monetary policy or not, it doesn't matter. This is the schmuck insurance you have under your mattress. And
that's kind of by default.
had it for a long time.
I'm looking at it now at a point where if anything actually has inherent value, that distributed ledgers and decentralization and peer-to-peer and no double payment, that's worth more than the current things that we use right now.
All right. Incredibly bullish clip. I think this is the type of clip that we're going to look back on 4 or 5 years from now and laugh at. And don't get me wrong, if you're an investor in Bitcoin, it's this sort of thing that makes me incredibly happy to be in the space right now, because it shows how early we are. But if you're new in the space, does this set off any sort of red flag for you? Because here's the thing. Ever since the price of Bitcoin crept past 10K, I talk to you in the comment section. We talk after the video ends. I've started to see a trickling of new people start asking, hey, how do I buy Bitcoin? Which is great. And while 95% of those people really won't come in until after Bitcoin crosses 20K, for those people new in the space, just be aware that cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, it's so new that everybody's just discovering the space together. Now, my issue is that these same analysts, these same financial experts, people have a tendency to listen to them because they think that those people know more. But these analysts, they were the same people that were encouraging their audience, teaching them how to buy Ripple XRP January 5th. Now, I thought it was January 2nd, but either way, between January 5th and January 2nd, XRP was reaching all-time highs at the time. Look at this. January 2nd, XRP hit 240. January 5th, XRP was already on the way back down at 297. Now, I'm not saying that this channel, I'm not saying that I know everything that there is to know about cryptocurrency, but there was a whole lot of people that bought Ripple at all-time highs due to some of the advice from CNBC. And knowing that these guys often like to speak in absolutes, and then watching Chamath educate them, saying what he's been saying, what we have showed you that he's been saying for over 5 years now, what this channel has been saying for over 2 years now. I guess what I'm saying is just be careful, do plenty of your own research, and just realize that everybody is just discovering this new market together. Now, I have 3 pieces of news I want to put on your radar. Bullish news out of Fidelity International, China starting their own cryptocurrency, and then adoption news out of Samsung. I want to get to all that. But just before we go, if you have been in the space, if you watching have been in the space for at least 1 year now, leave a comment down below with any insights that you may have picked up over this last year. Just as new people start to trickle in, if you have any insights, leave a comment. I'd love to hear them. And welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on crypto every day. My name's Austin. Like I said, 3 pieces of news, starting off with Fidelity International. Fidelity International just announced that they will be following Fidelity USA, and they are to begin testing their own cryptocurrency launch. The investment service provider are at present launching a simulator for the testing of cryptocurrency trading. Now, this is just in testing phase right now, but the purpose of this is that Fidelity International has began taking the steps to full adoption of cryptocurrencies. The investment service provider, Fidelity International, their European and Asian branch, if you're wondering what the international branch covers, Europe and Asia, is exploring its customers' view of cryptocurrencies via the launch of a trading simulator. Now, this is how they're doing it. This is how they're training their employees to understand the new asset. Fidelity International will launch a game that will see its staff simulating crypto trades with fake fiat currency. More than 1,200 of 8,000 member staff are already participating in the game. And what these participants have to do is they must anticipate market movements and grow their holding. Another reminder that Bitcoin, that cryptocurrency, it's just not an east side of the globe thing. It's not just a west side of the globe thing. It's an international thing. And this isn't a rumor. This is real. If you want an exact quote from Ann Richards, chief executive of Fidelity International, she said, "We have a Bitcoin trading game that we use internally as a way of teaching people about distributed ledger technology and digital tokenization, which ultimately will be an important part of the whole financial system going forward." Very cool. We are seeing the adoption take place. Let me know what you think, but next piece of news. Breaking news. China has received internal approval to create a central bank digital currency and has already started to build it. We are watching the country of China just announce that they're starting to explore cryptocurrency. China fast-tracks central bank cryptocurrency to fight Facebook's Libra. So this is a response to Libra. Very interesting. Wan Xing, director of the People's Bank of China Research Bureau, just announced the creation of a research program for digital finance. According to the South China Morning Post, Wang Xing, director of the People's Bank of China Bureau, expressed concerns over the possibility that a group of... So he's expressing concern about Facebook's Libra. He expressed concerns over the possibility that a group of private companies becomes responsible for controlling a currency that could change the monetary scene on a global scale. In a direct quote, he says, "If Libra is widely used for payments, cross-border payments in particular," he questions, "would Libra be able to function like money and accordingly have a large influence on monetary policy, financial stability, and the international monetary system?" So in essence, he's saying that China is concerned that they'd start to lose control, or just governments who they have relationships with would start to lose control if the future of Facebook coin comes to fruition. But I guess the point is, like Pomp said, let the global arms race for digital currency supremacy begin. And he's right. This is probably just the start. We'll probably see a Russia coin and Uncle Sam coin, maybe a Canada coin. And while I only think this will increase the awareness and value for Bitcoin, interesting times. Last piece of news, it's a quick one. Samsung releases Ethereum blockchain SDK beta for the Galaxy smartphones. So this is adoption. If I've ever seen adoption, this is it. This is for developers and users alike. The kit provides additional tools for dApps and blockchain mobile developments on the latest Galaxy smartphones. So really, if you're a developer, you would care more about this because this gives you a chance to experiment. But the exact specs, I'm going to leave it down below in the description. Check it out for yourself. But Samsung's blockchain SDK brings developers and consumers to the blockchain world by providing a full set of functions that the decentralized apps or blockchain apps needs. The SDK helps developers to manage blockchain accounts easily. The SDK offers a payment gateway for cryptocurrency remittance with its UI. It offers enablement of cold wallets like Samsung Key Store or other external cold wallets, and obviously a developer's mode if you want to experiment with it. So whether you're a consumer or a developer, we're seeing another piece of adoption out of Samsung. All right, let me know what you guys think. Once again, my name's Austin. Appreciate you tuning in, and like always, I'll see you tomorrow.